हे एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू आवर चैनल डिक्टेशन वर्ड। स्टार्ट करते हैं डिक्टेशन। डिक्टेशन की स्पीड 85 वर्ड पर मिनट रहेगी। स्टार्ट। द प्रेसिडेंट being the head of the state comes into the picture and the administration is involved in that way, but the cabinet or the council of ministers should never enter into the picture as far as such matters are concerned. Let there be some discussion about such matters so that we can arrive at certain arrangements. Why I say this is because otherwise there will be no protection against discrimination. There will be no protection against mischoice, and there will be no protection against certain extraneous consideration influencing such appointments. Now, sir, I am not at all making any point against the Congress government as such. I am only dealing with the question of principle. It may be a Congress government or it may be any other government. For instances, in Kerala, there is that communist-led government, and in other states, it is the Congress government. I am not going into all that. I think that we can discuss this matter as a matter of principle. Such appointments should be made by the judges of the High Court and by the judiciary itself. That is the main point that I want to stress in this connection. We have seen that not only the defeated candidates but sometimes some active politicians also, whom the ruling party cannot otherwise oblige, are appointed as judges. There may be a good reason for doing that thing or not. I do not know, but such things do happen sometimes, and in fact such things should not happen. It should appear to the country that the whole thing is being handled without any kind of interference or political prejudice, and so on. Now, I understand that they will not be willing to accept such an arrangement because they are not prepared even to allow the judges to settle the question of their own vocation. I can understand their difficulty because I know the frame of their mentality. But then that is not good, and in order to ensure integrity, this sound should be changed. Secondly, sir, I think there should be two types of appointments. One, by direct appointment from the bar, and another, of course, by promotion. Promotion is no doubt very important, but equally important is the direct recruitment. Now, today we talk about dynamic things. Yesterday, when the Prime Minister was speaking, well, science had been linked with matter. I do not know how things are being evolved. Matter has been linked with the spirit, but there here we are concerned with dynamic and social progress. Now, I think we should have a proper type of men for our bench. That is very important. I rise to give my wholehearted support to this measure, which I consider to be immense importance and a landmark in the history of industrialization in the country. The bill aims to setting up a permanent machinery for according protection to those industries of our country which stand in need of it. This country, which is so very rich in all its resources, was at one time of its history at the pinnacle of glory, not in the production of raw materials, but in the manufacture of finished goods. But the continuous foreign rule for centuries ruined all its industries, with the result that the country has been brought down from that height of industrial glory. For centuries, our production, though it was more or less of the cottage industry type, commanded markets throughout the world. We know that what steps were taken by our foreign rurals to encourage our home industries and to raise the protective tariff walls in their own country to make it industrially sound. We know how our weavers were tyrannized. It is a matter of history and need no repetition here. Therefore, this country, which has been under the heel of the foreigners for centuries, has now to begin its life afresh and to rejuvenate and renovate its ruined industries. I therefore regard this measure, which is the first constructive attempt on the part of the government to bring industry on a sound footing, as a great landmark in the history of industrialization. For years, this country and the government, which was at the helm of its affairs, believed in unrestricted foreign trade. It was only during World War I that the then government thought for the first time that some steps must be taken in this country towards industrialization. Stop. तो ये रही डिक्टेशन 85 and 90 and 80 वर्ब पर मिनट फ्लक्चुएट डिक्टेशन है ये। जैसा कि एग्ज़ाम हॉल में फ्लक्चुएट डिक्टेशन बोली जाती है। अगर एग्ज़ामिनेशन इन्विजिलेटर ने कहा कि ये 80 वर्ड पर मिनट में चल रहा है स्पीड डिक्टेशन स्टार्ट, तो ऐसा नहीं है कि वो 80 ही वर्ड पर मिनट चलेगा, फ्लक्चुएट करते हैं। 75 भी जाते हैं और 90 भी जाते हैं 85 तक। ओके, तो ये प्रिपरेशन ज़रूर करिए। टेक केयर, कीप प्रैक्टिस, कीप बेस्ट। थैंक्स।